Comes Gunning, brought down in the box. Everybody looks at the referee. Steve Mautone, the culprit. Out goes the yellow card, and the penalty has been awarded. Well, dramatic scenes here at the Melita Stadium. Mendez moved in. No problem at all. Parramatta Eagles, first blood. 60 seconds of play, and 1-0. Ciantar with the kick. Waiting for it is Gilbert, and so is Gunning with the header. Chance now for Mendez if he can break free. Gunning! Well saved by Mautone. Well, that was a class stop there by the keeper. Gunning with a powerful shot. Awaritefe. Free kick. And this time Awaritefe is issued a card. This match was riddled with bookings, not to mention 2 dismissals. Kevin Muscat the first to go. Another foul. Muscat, this time it's a second yellow offence, and for the second time this season Kevin Muscat is dismissed. Mendez, lots of space, which really is unusual and uncharacteristic for South Melbourne as the Awaritefe comes across. It's going to be a yellow, is it? It is. And 2 yellows make a red. Awaritefe, well, I would say that it's been hardly done by here. He's a very gangly type of player, an awkward opponent. And the Eagles, lots of space to work with. Here's Mendez. Back to Reda. Still Reda. Tries himself. Blocked by the blue shirts. Gilbert! And there is the second one. There is the match winner, Scott Gilbert. Puts the issue beyond doubt. South Melbourne in the end just running out of steam, running out of legs, and running out of luck.
Referees are again under the spotlight. Newspaper headlines again dominated by controversial performances. At Sydney's Melita Stadium, Damianos handed out 13 cards, 2 were coloured red. Many of the incidents appeared petty, and Damianos was accused of losing sight of the match.
See, I can't comment on the referees. I mean, I'm going to leave that to you guys because you saw what happened, and if I comment on the referees or say anything, I'm going to get hammered by the ASF. So I'm just going to leave it to you to judge, and I'm going to leave it to the public to look at the tape and to make up their own minds about the red cards and the yellow cards and to see whether they thought it was a foul or not.
Unbelievable!
If looks could tell a story, then those on the faces of South Melbourne's long list of stars would be able to fill an encyclopedia. The Blues' long and luckless summer continues. They're in a gaping hole, and one they simply cannot climb out of.
It's got to turn around, you know. At times, like we were sitting in the dressing room there after the game, and you just want to cry. Because we just keep hammering away at the things that we're practicing, and we're getting them right, and then we can't stick it in the back of the net, but hey.
When the Parramatta Eagles were awarded a penalty after just 60 seconds, the writing was already on the wall for South Melbourne. Parramatta's game was filled with purpose and confidence, players delivering a character that's long been promised. This was a game South Melbourne needed to win in order to retain its national profile and respect.
I think it'll take more than this season to lose our respect. I mean, people still fear South Melbourne, I think. I think a lot, you know, all the people that I talk to say, oh, it just can't keep continuing like this. So I think we'll maintain that respect.
The Blues blamed inept refereeing as the main reason for the team's downfall. Indeed, 11 players were booked in all. And for the second time this season, 2 from South Melbourne were dismissed from the field. But referees' performances have dogged many teams. The truth is, the Blues are lacking the blend they've become famous for, and no one seems to know why.
I honestly couldn't tell you. I thought they fought, and I don't think so that the team and the boys can give more than they gave. Probably a bit of lack of discipline that happens when you are desperate for a score.
Francis Awaritefe's frustrations typified the visitors' mood. The live wire striker was hounded by the defensive ploys of Nick Orlic. In the end, Awaritefe finished second best and was ordered to take an early shower.
I don't think I went out to hurt the player or anything like that. I mean, both challenges were barely a foul, and when you consider that I'm a striker, all game I've made 2 challenges and I've got 2 yellow cards for him, and yet I've had the guy marking me all day. He's kicked me about a dozen times, and he stayed on. I mean, how can you just got to sort of say to yourself, where's the logic in that?
Frank Arok refused to publicly talk to the media after the match. According to those around him, the South Melbourne Supremo is hurting in what is surely the worst record of his long and illustrious coaching career.
We'll continue to work and battle against the odds, and even if it is to prove people who are writing themselves wrong, we'll keep going.
But overall, Arok must take the blame for his team selection. The experience of Paul Trimboli and Gary Hasler made way for the youth of Steve Bangos and Bill Damianos. But in the end, South Melbourne departed Melita Stadium the way they arrived. These stunned and stony appearances are becoming an increasingly familiar sight this season. The question remains, when will the Blues revival begin?